Roz and Lizzie something for Christmas, seeing they're the only friends I've got.
It's nice.
Well, do you reckon it'd be all right if I got stuff from there?
I don't see why not. It'll be yours anyway once the estate's cleared.
Yeah, but it doesn't seem right. I didn't know her that good.
Your mother wanted you to have it.
I know what I want to get Roz, but Lizzie's real tricky.
You'll think of something.
I could get her some booze.
Doreen, don't you dare... All right, let's think. What can we get for Lizzie? She always had a sweet tooth. Why don't you make her a Christmas cake?
Oh, yeah, that'd be good. And you can get food into them now. Only how do you make it?
Well, your mother's sure to have some cookbooks.
Oh, yeah. Thanks, Karen. Who are they?
Pat's family.
Gee, and they made the paper.
Mm-hmm.
Crikey, do you think that's going to get her out quicker?
I don't know. It's a good article.
Oh, that's just great. The whole family history plastered all over the paper.
Look, don't knock it. Makes your heart bleed, poor little mites.
Oh, that's just what I don't need. When people pointing at my kids in the street, their mothers are crim. And for heaven's sake, Emma thinks I'm in hospital.
Oh, she's only a baby, Pat. She's hardly likely to be reading the papers. She's too young to understand anyhow.
Do you really think it'll do some good?
Won't hurt. Look, it's a good story. Public will love it, especially at Christmas time. Probably a group of them out there now with placards saying, "Set Pat free."
Yeah.
It's the parole board that makes the decision, Smith, not the public. In fact, that sort of rubbish will probably have the opposite effect. So I wouldn't go thanking your friends at the halfway house just yet. Now, you do some work for a change.
Good, Lizzie, are you all right?
Oh. Just a flutter.
You ought to see the doctor. Oh. You're faking, Birdsworth.
No, I've only got to get me breath, Miss Bennett. Don't worry the doc.
Can't you see she's sick?
Okay, come on, Lizzie.
No, I'll be okay in a minute.
I said come on.
Oh.
I think they've gone.
Okay, let's get stuck into those rehearsals.
Think Lizzie can keep Vera away long enough?
Lizzie? She can keep a pig away from mud.
It was only a flutter, Doc. I told Miss Bennett not to worry you, but she reckoned I should see you.
Well, I'll give you something to help, Lizzie, and you better rest up for a while.
Do you mean I'm real crook?
Well, it's best to be on the safe side.
Oh, I expect it's just the excitement. Christmas coming on and all that. I'd give a dozen bottles of scotch just to get out of here for one day. See all them lights and shops done up. I haven't had a real Christmas for 20 years. But you never forget. Each year gets worse in here. Yeah, I reckon it'd look real pretty out there now.
Come on, Birdsworth, I haven't got all day.
Instead of having a rest, Doc, do you reckon I could have a little bit of fresh air? In the garden. Just for a little while.
Oh, looks like you're having fun.
Yeah, well, I've been trying. This is what I got for Roz. It was my mum's favourite. Hope she likes it.
Oh, Doreen, don't, you're wasting it.
Ooh, smells good, though. Those blokes came round again today. The back's starting to look real good.
Not wasting any time.
Didn't turn out like the picture.
Oh. Well, it's not so much the way it looks. It's more the way it tastes.
Yeah, I reckon Lizzie'll think it's okay. I wonder if they're going to have a concert this year.
Yeah, I suppose so.
It's funny. It's the first Christmas that I haven't been inside. Be strange with just the two of us.
Don't worry. We'll think of something to make it really nice. Something special.
tried going over that fence once before, Birdsworth, and you didn't get very far.
Yeah. I would have been well away by now if it hadn't been for me old ticker. Doesn't even feel like Christmas in here.
It's not meant to.
I'll bet you'll have a good time, though. Plenty of chicken and pudding and booze. You got a family, Miss Bennett?
No,
Not even a brother or a sister?
I was an only child.
Oh, I bet you were spoilt then. We used to spoil our kids, even when we was that skint. Always had a tree. Yeah, a real family time. But I reckon everyone's the same, eh, Miss Bennett?
I wouldn't know.
Didn't you have a tree?
My mother had asthma. She didn't like plants in the house.
Well, you could always get a plastic one.
Oh, the whole thing's a waste of time. It always gets out of hand. Everyone trying to outdo everyone else with presents.
Didn't you even like opening your presents, Miss Bennett?
Oh, I don't know, Lizzie, and I don't particularly care. Now, come on.
Oh, please, Miss Bennett. I still got me palpitations.
Then you should be lying down.
I can remember one present. I was 8 years old. It was a little pup. Oh, it was the ugliest looking little mongrel you ever saw, but oh, I loved that little fella. Did you ever have a dog, Miss Bennett?
My mother wouldn't let me have pets.
God. Was she mean or something?
No. Just old.
Well, I'm going to have plenty of fun this Christmas. No one's too old for that. And I reckon that concert's going to be real good if we get enough time to practice by ourselves.
I know exactly what you mean, Birdsworth. Come on.
Oh, please, Miss Bennett. Just a little while longer.
All right. But if you're out here longer than 5 minutes, I'll send someone to get you. Well, it's nice to know that some of us can take time off when it suits them.
I wasn't aware I had to let you know my every move, Vera.
They had Birdsworth set up this little stunt to keep me away from the laundry. When I go back there, I find they've been rehearsing that ridiculous concert instead of working. I can't be expected to keep my eye on everybody.
There are other officers.
Yes. And like you, they seem to think that Christmas means a holiday.
Oh, you never let up, do you?
You can't tell me that they're going to stick to that script they gave Mrs. Davidson.
Oh, for heaven's sake, Vera, they're away from family and friends. Can't you let them enjoy themselves just for once?
Meg, is everything all right?
No, it's this letter. It's from Marty. Well, I was hoping that he's not coming home for Christmas. He's doing very well for himself. Seems I didn't do such a bad job after all. Just got to remember he's growing up. Sometimes it's hard letting go.
It's better than holding on to them.
I didn't really have much choice, did I?
Would you like a cup of tea?
Thanks.
I wish I'd had the nerve to leave home at his age. But Mother was so alone.
What about your father?
I didn't really have a chance to know him. I was about 6 or 7 when he walked out. According to Mother, he wasn't a very nice man. About the only time that she bothered to speak to me was to tell me how rotten he was. Or how rotten I was. Too plain, too clumsy, not bright enough. I always had this sort of feeling that I was to blame for him leaving us. Reading between the lines, I'd say Davy's getting it pretty rough from some of the screws.
Yeah, wouldn't you know it? There are Veras in every prison.